What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another Power Rangers Battle for the Grid news update. So today we finally got a brand new trailer for the game, and in this video I'm of course going to be breaking down the whole thing. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first up, in this trailer we get our very first look at Zordon of Eltar, which is really cool, and he obviously gives us a great summary of just what the game's story is actually going to be about. And as some of us predicted, it of course involves Lord Drakkon conquering the entirety of the morphing grid and existence itself. This trailer also might have given us a hint as to how the game will actually handle cutscenes, possibly going in the Injustice and Mortal Kombat route with the use of graphic comic pages. Now, since Lord Drakkon plays such a massive role as the antagonist in the main story, hopefully Enway will maybe able to get Jason David Frank to reprise his role as the character, which definitely doesn't seem impossible, especially when you consider the fact that Jason literally featured in the game's official announcement trailer. Next up, we get our very first look at gameplay of Lord Drakkon in action as he takes on the classic version of Tommy Oliver as the Green Ranger, both in his Mighty Morphin and V2 skin, as well as Gia, the Super Megaforce Yellow Ranger, and Jason Lee Scott, the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. Now, Drakkon is of course armed with the Dragon Dagger and Saber Blade, and we now know that he is actually a high mobility fighter with a wide range of attack options that keeps his opponents guessing. And while many of his combos and attack sequences are beginner friendly, there are also several advanced techniques that players can learn in order to optimize Drakkon's attack sequences and combos. Up next, we get our very first in-game look at a brand new stage, which is of course based on Lord Drakkon's throne room from the official trailer for Power Rangers Shattered Grid. And I've got to say, the team at Enway have done a fantastic job on recreating this area, as we can see Jason's Mighty Morphin Red Power Sword and Zack Taylor's Mighty Morphin Black Power Axe. And there's even a damaged Morpher, just like we see in the opening to the Shattered Grid trailer, which is a really nice little attention to detail. Now, going back to Zack, seeing as how his power axe can be seen in this stage, does that also mean that he will actually be a playable character that is included in the game's roster? Well, personally, I highly doubt that, at least not in the main game, because if you count the Kimberly Pink Ranger skin, we already have 3 Mighty Morphin characters. And since this game will feature 25 years worth of Power Rangers content, with a possible roster of 15 characters at launch, there obviously also needs to be a good variety of heroes and villains from other seasons. So the axe is more than likely just a cool little Easter egg, but hopefully in time maybe Zack can finally join the fight against Lord Drakkon. And last but most certainly not least, we get our very first in-game look at the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger skin, which is armed with Kimberly's power bow, and she looks absolutely perfect in this game, especially alongside the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger and Tommy armed with the Sword of Darkness in his Green Ranger V2 skin, which you get after pre-ordering any version of the game for any platform. Now, you get this Pink Ranger skin for pre-ordering the digital collector's edition for any platform, and it's actually for a character that has yet to be announced, but like many of you, I am fairly certain that it's more than likely going to be a skin for Ranger Slayer, which, if you don't know, is actually a version of Kimberly from the world of the Coinless, which is the same universe that Lord Drakkon comes from, so I'm sure that it's probably only a matter of time until she is finally revealed. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Now, this trailer definitely got me hyped about the main story, plus being able to play as Lord Drakkon looks like a ton of fun, and it was great to finally see a look at Kimberly as the classic Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger. But is it me, or does the game actually look far less colourful than what we've seen from the previous trailers? Because personally, I actually really like the bright and colourful, vibrant graphics, so I really hope that Enway only did this to match the serious tone of the trailer. Now, before I wrap up this video, I'd also like to mention that I noticed that the camera angle changes a lot in this trailer, so I wonder if we can actually change the camera style in the game settings. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and as always, if you'd like to stay up to date with Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.